What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and it feels really good to be able to say that again. So it's been about 3 years now. The last time I uploaded on here was back in 2020 before the pandemic, and I think I've changed quite a lot since then. First things first though, to all my subscribers, I'm really sorry for taking so long to upload something on this channel again. If you forgot who I am or why I just randomly popped into your video subscription feed, I used to run this channel called TheATV, and it's a channel where I vlogged all of my life experiences back in high school. I made videos of things I enjoyed, and I was just so hyped up. I was always so excited in my past videos. I went from vlogging with like James Maslow from Big Time Rush to just me right now, making my first video in 3 years as a college sophomore. Anyways, I'm here to tell you guys about my story with the COVID-19 pandemic and how it just affected me as well as this channel. So why don't we go outside? This background is just my door. It's kind of boring, so let's go. So I feel that the pandemic really just changed my perspective on the world as a whole, and I'm sure that applies to many other people. It all started back in March, and I was a junior in high school at the time, and I remember that I was in my physics class, and all of a sudden the San Diego Unified Twitter page would post that school would be canceled for 2 weeks. Everyone was sending each other screenshots of that tweet, and everyone was excited because it was basically a extended spring break, but I didn't realize that that would be the final time I would ever step foot on my high school campus. Those 2 weeks turned into months, and eventually an entire year of social distancing and online schooling went by. For me personally, the videos that I made before were pretty much powered by the people around me, all my old friends, old classmates, and some of my favorite teachers who I never got to see again. Now that I was isolated from everyone, I couldn't make the same videos. I couldn't gather the same hyped up energy that I used to have. During the initial stages of the pandemic, I actually planned to make a few videos just out of boredom, but I eventually just lost so much motivation because I had such a monotonous schedule, from Zoom calls where I could barely retain any information to ruining my sleep schedule and becoming chronically addicted to checking social media. I just lost all the energy and all the excitement that I once had and I once put into my videos. That 2-week break in March was supposed to be an extended spring break. It was supposed to be a break from SATs and midterms and all that. But instead I just sat there alone, just waiting for all of this to be over. Now, that's pretty much the story of what happened. That's what happened to me during the pandemic and why I didn't make videos for so long. Shortly after that, I enrolled at SDSU. Actually, I have class in a little bit, so why don't we head to campus, kind of do a little vlog there while we talk about what schools did during the pandemic and, what I thought about it. All right, we're here at SDSU, and I'm walking to class right now. It's been years since I've held a camera like this and walked around talking, no script, but the more I realize it, the more that I realize this is hella awkward because I got a ton of people in front of me. All right, I think I found a spot where I can kind of talk a little bit, not too many people over here. Why not talk about how schools handled the pandemic? So, I guess I'm a bit 50-50 on how things were handled. On one hand, I'm extremely thankful for the professors who gave forgiving due dates and they communicated well with their students. But I really feel that that should have been standard for online classes. I think that if school officials, university officials enforce things like flexible due dates and how class material was organized and structured, I think that first 2 years of online schooling would have been a lot less stressful. As for things here at SDSU, I think they could have been a lot more clear with things like vaccinations and masks, because sometimes they would be extremely strict about those things, but other times they just wouldn't care about it at all. You top that all off with things like health and safety protocols, having to scan your vaccination status to enter the library. It just felt like my senior year of high school, just with a few more steps, Alright, so I'm gonna head home now. I finished class a little bit ago, so I'll see you guys there. So a lot of my content in the past was very clickbaity. Some of the intros I did, they probably didn't reflect exactly what was going on in the video. However, that was just because I was so obsessed with getting views and gaining more subscribers. If I could impart some final words of wisdom to anyone watching the end of this video, it's that the landscape of the internet and of real life are entirely separate things. At the end of the day, things like subscriber counts, followers, likes, they don't really affect your life in the present, and I guess that's also what the pandemic kind of taught me. If you find yourself drowning in negative social media posts and comments just like how I was, I'd highly recommend just tuning it out of your life, or at the very least just limit the amount of time that you spend on it. I think after these 3 years, I kind of found a new purpose and a new dream in a way. And that's that I want to make some sort of positive influence with my videos, and that starts with this video right here. If you'd like to follow my new journey here on this channel, a subscription would be very appreciated, because then I would know that there's new people out there hearing my messages. Thank you guys for watching my first video in 3 years, and I'll see you guys in my next project. Peace.